Hey, what's up, Diamonds? It's your boy Doc Reid back out here in these relationship streets one more again. Hey, today I want to talk about, is your relationship mask? Does it have you stuck? Does your relationship mask have you stuck? Now, you might want to know, what in the world do you mean by a relationship mask? That's that thing that you put on over your face. That's that smile. No matter how you're feeling, no matter what you're going through, you feel like it's your obligation to perform. Okay. You were conditioned to think that whatever you wanted, whatever your struggles were, you had to swallow that. And so as a result, you develop this mask that you wear everywhere. All right. And nobody ever gets to see what's going on with you. You have to hide your pain. All right. And when you have to do that, that means that you have to pretend that you're okay. Like, nobody's ever always okay. I mean, that's just not a reality. But when you have been conditioned to believe that's what you're supposed to do, because that's the messages that you received as a child most often, then you just suck it up. Yeah, no, are you? How are you? No, I'm fine. No, I'm good. You're not supposed to draw any attention to yourself. That would be selfish. That's definitely self-centered. It's always supposed to be about what everyone else wants, what their needs are. You are, and then if you're already an empath, that means that you're very you're empathic. You have a lot of empathy, basically. For those of you who don't know what an empath is, then that's already a struggle for you. So you have been conditioned to say no to the good and yes to the bad. Okay, so we can just dump stuff on you, no matter how much it is, and you rise to the occasion. Okay, never let them see you sweat. We don't want that. And oftentimes what happened to you is that people saw you, okay, without knowing you. All right. Now, a great example of this is if you look at in scripture, you look at David when he saw Bathsheba. Now, when he saw her out on the the rooftop, and she was bathing, and he saw her naked, whatnot, he saw something that he wanted. Okay, he didn't know who she was, and he called for her. He called for her, and he slept with her, had sex with her. Now, she was married. Okay, she had a husband that was fulfilling those needs. Okay, actually was a soldier in David's army. Y'all know the story. A lot of you. She got pregnant. David tried to hide it. It was a huge biblical scandal. Sent Uriah to the front of the fighting line so that he could basically be killed. I mean, it's rough out here, and it didn't just get that way. It was rough in scripture too. So now let's think about this from Bathsheba's standpoint. Okay, someone calls from you. Now the king calls for you. So okay, but never once asked her what she wanted, what her intentions were. How she felt about this. So now you sleep with her, and you get her pregnant. Okay. Never there again. So can you imagine what her life had to be like? Now she is now, and then, David takes her as his wife. What about the life that she had? What about her husband? The fact that he, may have been a great man to her, and she really genuinely loved him. All this was snatched from her. She's uprooted and planted in a whole nother world. She's just supposed to go along, just with that. Yeah, she was expected to do that. Hey, how are you? Now you're in a queen's position. So now there's a certain expectation. So swallow it, suck it up. Okay. And what happens a lot of times when people see you, see what they want from you, what can they get from you? What can you do for me? I don't care about what you want. It doesn't matter. It's all about what you can do for me. Those situations oftentimes cause a lot of guilt, because when people see you but don't know you, and then they take from you, it can create a lot of shame. Molestation, You know, some of you just been taken advantage of by different guys over and over and over again. And he didn't care nothing about you. He never asked you what you thought. He never, considered your feelings about anything. He wanted sex. He wanted your money. Buy me this, do this for me. He never cared nothing about. He never asked you what you want. He never asked you what you like. And if he did, he just might have been love bombing you. It wasn't because he really cared. So then that leaves you feeling dirty. It leaves you feeling guilty. It leaves a lot of shame. It leaves you feeling unlovable. Okay. Because now the message is people don't really care about me. No one really cares about what I really want and what I really think. And now your expectation is I'm not going to even share that because it doesn't matter. What I want doesn't matter. It has absolutely no value. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. I'm here to tell you that's not true. But if you are stuck with a mask on, and this is your mask, okay, but beneath that mask, guess what? This is what's really happening. That's you. That is you day in and day out. But you have learned, okay? You've learned this coping mechanism just to go along to get along. And I'm trying to tell you that's not healthy. That's not God's best. That's not what he wants from you. All right. That's not realistic for anybody. All right. But if you're going to change that, all right, first of all, you got to want to. All right. And it may feel uncomfortable, but I always preach you're going to need three things. You're going to need knowledge. You're going to need support, and you're going to need some accountability. OK, so why does the knowledge come in? Scripture tells you very clearly, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. OK, if you don't know, guess what? You didn't know, or you didn't know that you had rights. You didn't know that you were supposed to be considered. What you wanted was supposed to be valued. So as a result, you've lived 20, 30, 40 years just focusing on others. All right. Now, if you didn't realize that you were supposed to be supported, Scripture says there's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. What does that mean? That means that someone who stands by you, supports you, doesn't judge you. They don't judge you, why would you do that? Stupid. No. To stick close to you means that I'm there with you in times of struggle. And what about the accountability piece? Your scripture also talks about that, I think it says wounds from a friend can be trusted, but kisses from an enemy are to be, I think are deceiving or something like that. I may have a little twisted, but the moral of it is for people who really care about you, they might not always say things that are going to feel warm and fuzzy. OK, but at the same time, it's what you need to hear. All right. It's going to help you. It's going to help you get to where you need to be. Now, it may hurt because you're not used to it, but it's not going to harm you. But the people who have taken from you, those narcissists, those sick, selfish individuals out there that only cared about what they wanted. All right. They may kiss you. They may give you or say to you what you really want to hear, but they don't really mean you no good. All they do is they see you as a ticket to getting something that they want. So my thing to you is if you want to change that, if you really want the knowledge, the support and accountability, get at me. All right. Hit me up. Many of you have not done that yet. Hit me up for the 30-minute consultation. Now, understand this ain't for everybody. And if it ain't for you, don't call. Don't reach out. That's OK. I'm good. You good. But for those of you who have identified with what I shared today, you realize that this is you. But on the inside, that's you all day, every day. And you stuck. You don't want to be there, but you're in a room with no doors, no windows. You don't know how to get out emotionally and you're tired. You're crying out, but you feel like nobody's listening. And at some point you stop crying because you're like, nobody's going to come for me. All right. So I encourage you. I didn't want to be out here long. Get at me. You can go to my website at the top right hand corner of the screen. You'll see where you can schedule a free consultation. Hit that link. Hit me up. Listen, I got some exciting news this Friday, the 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing an all-male panel, 5 guys at one time. They're going to be answering questions. This is going to be a 2-hour special event in my closed Facebook group. If you are not there, you are going to miss it. This is the only way you're going to see it if you are in the group. OK, now, many of you may know this is what I just talked about, coaching, support, and accountability group. The first 30 days, ladies, is just 1 penny. I don't know where you're going to get this for 1 penny. 5 guys sounding off on what you need to know so that you don't get played in these relationships, so that you know what to expect, and so that you know that there are good guys out here that want to love your socks off. So if you want to be a part of that, go to my website. You'll see the link there where to join the group. Click on that, pay your penny, and you are in. Get your front row seat. And as usual, hey, go to my website, get this free book, The Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box, which your father didn't tell you and your mother did not know. It's my gift from me to you. It will definitely bless you. If you want to get started on your journey of understanding what you did not know, what information was not passed down to you, then that is a great start to do that. Like I said, didn't want to be out here long. I got to get ready. One of my Facebook group members, she does a 9:30 a.m. sermon every morning in there, every Sunday. So I got to get off here so I can be there for that. All right, y'all take care. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you follow me. Okay, if you like the videos, make sure you follow me and share them with your friends. All right, take care. Peace.